Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomat YouTube channel, guys. You've got Bert the Herd and Lanny, your favorite dividend investors out there, pursuing financial freedom, building passive income by ways of dividend growth investing, guys. Stock market has been volatile. You've seen all-time highs, big shocks down, 10, 15%, but now back up here in the S&P 500. But today is all about three defensive blue chip stocks to buy possibly right now in this economy. Three well-known names that you guys all know and maybe love.
Smash that subscribe button, everyone. Give this video a thumbs up. Holla at your boys, the Dividend Diplomats. Let's talk about these three big blue chip stocks.
All right, guys, three stocks here, filming this June 19th. And guys, these are stock prices as of the close of June 18th. We got three big defensive stocks here, three blue chip stocks. Many of you guys probably own these stocks in your portfolio, but guess what, guys? Here we go. Let's jump into the first stock because we're going to run them through the DD stock screener because we're just going to jump right in. First metric is that PE. Second metric, payout ratio. Third is dividend growth. We'll look at dividend yield, guys. Again, we're looking at three stocks. We're going to go one by one to see if you guys think these are still stocks to buy right now. All right, that first stock, guys, is Johnson & Johnson, ticker symbol J&J, guys, trading at $150.73 with an earnings expectations of 1061. That brings you a P of still only 14 for J&J. They've had a little bit of a pullback in share price, so it's looking really good right now. And for that second dividend stock metric, we're looking at that payout ratio, guys. $5.20 annualized dividend. That payout ratio is a nice 49%. So it's in our perfect payout ratio range, guys. And man, they're historically right there. They haven't, steered away from that perfect payout ratio. And man, keeping it safe, keeping room to keep growing that dividend, which they have done to slide into that third metric, that dividend growth rate, guys. Hang on to your seat because they are a dividend aristocrat, dividend king, 62 plus years of juice in that dividend as Bert gives the Hogan hand on the ear, guys, at an average rate of 5.74%.
It's beautiful. And that dividend yield, Lanny, that sweet dividend yield, 3.45%. Man, so you put that with a nice little capicola, a little 5.74% 5-year dividend growth, and things are sweet for Johnson & Johnson. Performance standpoint, Lanny, up 4.66%, up 2% over the last 52 weeks, and only up 4.8% over the last 5.
Yep, guys. So only up 5%. So really it's been flat, just literally trading horizontally here for J&J. 363 billion in market cap. So that was J&J, 14 PE, 50% payout ratio, almost 6% growth rate, almost 3.5% yield. Buy defensive, buy blue chip, right there is J&J. Second stock, tiptoeing out of healthcare / pharmaceutical, going into big oil, guys. Obviously, we don't want any of the war items going on right now, but come that comes energy, comes oil, and that's Exxon Mobil, ticker symbol XOM, guys. We're bringing them on here because they are one of the iconics. Chevron's also great, but we are talking about ExxonMobil because of their legacy and their track record, guys. Trading at 113.19 cents, $6.55 earnings expectations. Higher now, a 17 times price to earnings ratio for big oil here.
That's a little bit shocking of a PE ratio. Let's check out that payout ratio, though. Their dividend is $3.96. That's a payout ratio of 60%.
So 60%, so on the top range of that perfect payout ratio, still can pay it, still can kind of grow it, and kind of grow it is kind of what they've been doing, guys. 2.74% 5-year average, 40 years of juicing dividends, guys. Man, oh man, they are a dividend aristocrat, maybe dividend king in the next decade, guys. Similar to J&J, they have a 3.5% yield, But man, oh man, they are up this year, 5.5%, barely up since last year. But man, if you're able to buy them at the knife bottom in 2020, you are sitting at 146% return over the last 5 years. 488 billion in market cap as well. Now time to go into the third dividend stock, guys. So remember, first we had J&J, second we had XOM. Man, so what is that third dividend stock here, guys? Pivoting to a little bit of a consumer. Homeowners are still out there, trust me. I'm a homeowner and looking for that next house, guys, and it's been years that we've been looking. Home Depot, ticker symbol HD. Yes, we're talking about Home Depot, guys, trading at $347.03, $15 earnings per share expectations for 2025. A little bit higher, 23 times earnings. So you'd really want to see that come down a little bit, but they pay a handsome dividend, $9.20 per year. Obviously, break that down over 4 quarters, a 61% dividend payout ratio. And oh man, guys, get into that dividend growth. They've been doing it 15 years. They are climbing their way. It's the freaking title match here, guys. The money in the bank, trying to get to that dividend aristocrat status at 15 years. But they've been doing it at 11% clip, guys. So this is all on the higher dividend growth rate side. You've got to love that.
Yeah, from a yield perspective, 2.65% yield from Home Depot, which is very solid actually for Home Depot. I was shocked it was as high as it was, Lanny, especially with that growth rate.
Yeah, you pair that with the growth rate, you're at 13 and almost 13.5% combined dividend factor. You got to love it. But you got to love the fact that this blue chip stock is down 11% this year. And they're only up 41% over the last 5 years. Another 345 billion in market cap, guys. Really wanted to keep it them big. When you think of blue chip, think big companies here, well traded, obviously well seasoned in the stock market. So 1 J&J, 2 ExxonMobil, 3 Home Depot, guys. You know, it's hard because J&J's valuations look great. Dividend yield, dividend growth from an income investor looks great. Growth just hasn't been there. ExxonMobil, I'm not sure where the dividend growth will be like. Obviously, the stock price has done very well in the last 5 years when they hit rock bottom in 2020. Again, defensive stock here. And then Home Depot. Again, they've lagged the overall market in the last 5+ years. Is it time that Home Depot gets back to business, guys?
Yeah, and Home Depot is probably the most shocking of all the performance here, Lanny, when you're putting these metrics. I didn't realize it hasn't been as much as it up. It isn't as high as it has been. I thought the returns would be much larger for Home Depot.
You know, when I was putting this together, I would have thought the same exact thing. But, you know, honestly, the last 6 months, yeah, down 10%, year to date, down 1.5%. But if you just, you know, maximize out the total, you know, since they've been trading 124,000% return. So own Home Depot and you should be just fine, guys. But let us know what you think of these 3 stocks. I know Bert owns at least the first 2, J&J and ExxonMobil. I know. I've got the 2, obviously, in my portfolio. Don't individually own Home Depot, guys. But how many of these 3 stocks do you own? Are you buying any of these 3 dividend growth stocks that are blue chips right now?
If you haven't already, everybody, subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. There's one thing left to tell all the diplomaniacs out there. You're either with us or you're against us, Jack.
That was Bert the Hurt and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats. Over and out.